Guys, did you see the interview with Trina and Caresha, Young Miami? It's lit, it's raw, it's unfiltered. I'm gonna show you some clips. It was an amazing interview. It gives a bit of sadness, a bit of laughter, and a wow, what moment. Oh my God. Trina is so mature, down to earth, classy, confident, and articulate. I love Trina. She talks about grieving, infidelity, relationships, sex, and the financial advice that Missy Elliott gave to her when she just started the business. You can see Caressa admires Trina. You can see they have a real bond. Trina is the baddest and the best. But guys, this part of the interview, I'm not digging it. The golden showers, it reminds me a little about R. Kelly. It's disgusting to me. But this is for me, it's all about entertainment, and I'm just here to give it a tea. So listen up. Anyways, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Yes, guys, thanks for the support as well. Keep watching. Lift up a sister. All right, now here's the video.
It's no words. It's nothing nobody can say, or it's no words. No matter all the love and support, it's still like a null and void. It's a dark space that's never gonna go away.
Yeah.
And you have moments where you sporadically go into that space, and then you have a son, and your son is the spitting resemblance of his father.
Right.
And his father is completely active in his life.
Right.
It's not like he wasn't around. He's there. That's all his son know. Your son knows is his dad.
Right.
So now you have to prepare a whole mental space of, I gotta cope for myself,
Right.
but I gotta be stronger for him
Right.
to keep going and pushing him and be able to someday explain it thoroughly, because he really don't understand.
Right, because I
That's
remember
a
it
lot.
was like, I remember when it was like a time where I just wanted to like bust out in tears, but I didn't want to do it in front of my boyfriend, because I'm like, he gonna be like, you don't get it until you in that situation.
Until you're in that situation.
And I felt like it was like he was trying to be there for me, but at the same time, I could see that it was like bothering him.
I can imagine.
It was just like I get in my car and just go for a drive, and I just cry in
Somebody
the car.
you grew up with, somebody you know, like, it's a lot to deal, it's a lot to process, and it's never gonna be it's never like it's never a phase where you understand. It's still always, I can't believe, like,
Right, you can hear a certain song,
and I can't believe it. Like,
Yeah.
you could just look at your kid and say, I can't believe it. It's
Right.
just, it's a thing that's gonna go with you for the rest of your life.
I feel like that was like very important that you took that time off to just focus on you, your feelings. It
I
was
had
selfish
to.
and to put yourself first, because
I
it's a
had
lot.
to. It's so much to where, like, you just in your mood, like, you just don't want to be bothered by. You just need time to just, like, it's a process.
It's a process.
It's a real. I go through it every day.
And you want to know, they say like time make it better. I feel like, well, with time it make it worse.
No, time don't make it better.
It don't.
I hear people say that like it's the time. It's one day at a time. That doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it feel better. It doesn't make it. It doesn't make it any lighter. It's just one day at a time. Your mind processes strength of trying to deal.
Right.
Again, we could be having this conversation now. You could leave here, go in the bathroom, and have a moment and cry.
Right.
I do it all the time. I get in my car and be driving around. It could be a song. I just start crying. It could be anything I see, and it's just a trigger. But it's never gonna feel better. It's just one day at a time. You try to find a way to like deal with it.
Yeah, because for me, I like count about the holidays. I be like,
And the holidays is gonna be the worst.
Christmas coming,
Christmas,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
coming. So I feel like with time, it get worse for
Yeah,
me, because I'm
yeah.
like, damn, my son turning, he about to be 10.
Yeah.
It's about to be another Thanksgiving. It's about to be another birthday.
Christmas,
so I
another
feel like
birthday, another day for his dad's birthday. All that stuff that's your life.
Yes.
And you gotta go through that until he's old enough to carry himself, because right now you're carrying it for him. He understands, but he don't really get it like you understand.
Right.
And you know, I mean, he could be grown, 16, 18 years old, and then he may have different questions to ask you. and trying to figure it out because he don't know.
Right.
But that's a lot that you got to carry all these years to make sure he's okay.
So while we just on the topic of like grieving, how are you missing me? Like,
I'm just in a space to where it's just one day at a time, honestly. Because some days I just be okay, and then some days I be totally like torn apart. Like I be waking up like, am I in the matrix? It could mentally disturb everything you believe in. Like you could believe in everything, and then all of a sudden it's like, to the most high, I got so many questions.
Right.
They say don't ask why. How?
Right.
How can I ask why? Because I need to know and understand. And it's still like it's a process.
Right.
Day for day, you could cry, you could scream, you could yell. It just comes the process of everyday healing. Nothing, nobody say, nobody could fix it. Nobody could, the friends, the family, everybody in the world could support. But mentally in your mind, you've already processed a certain hurt.
Right.
And that hurt is like embedded. And every day you're gonna feel that hurt. Just by everybody around you that's affected by the hurt. That's how I feel. So for me, I haven't processed at all. I'm still like, I be still waking up like I feel like I'm in a bad dream. And it doesn't seem reality to me. Like, you know, my grief is coming from like, this is a kid, that's somebody that lives with me. So every day I gotta look upstairs and see you not there or know you're not coming downstairs ever. What process is that?
Right.
How, like,
it's hard.
I'm scared to walk upstairs and walk by the door. I just want to peep in and just see a shoe or something, but I don't have the strength to do that. I just really don't. I don't. Like, I just don't.
I wanted to come to the,
niece.
yeah, and I got to the airport, and I was going to Toronto, and it was like a whole process. It was like, I had needed like to show my COVID test and all, and I'm just like, I don't really want to go here. Like, I'm not even in this space. I feel like I need to be showing my support and being there for somebody that I really love. And I was just so happy that when I got there, I felt so good. I was so happy.
It made a big difference for us.
I was like, damn, I'm glad I came.
Because when I first saw you, it was like I just broke down in tears. It was just the worst thing. And after that, it was just like the enlightenment of it, the energy of us just like rejoicing and just sitting back and getting into this moment to like celebrate. Because other than that, it was just, can't be reality.
Right.
You know? And just getting out of the reality of it and getting into a moment of like, I know my niece, I know what she wants. This is her celebration would be. She would be so lit right now. Caresha's here. She would be upside down. Like, what?
I remember when I came to your party.
Yes.
Yes. We went to the club, and I looked at him like, girl.
Do you remember that? Yes. Oh my
and
God.
that moment kept clicking in my head. And I was like,
oh my
it's
gosh.
so crazy how God worked. Like, I was able to
have and do that moment, that whole little moment.
I remember making
How crazy is that?
We was making a video. We had a time. It was your
had
birthday.
the time of our life
we went to the
that
club,
night.
and I was just like, it's crazy how God
This is
just,
amazing.
his timing is just so,
Yeah.
it's weird, but it's always on time.
Yeah,
And it's just,
you can't even, it's like, again, you have questions, but what do you say? What's the question? I just be trying to find the purpose of it, and I just feel like, and this is just my personal feeling, like every day in our life, we gotta just live it to the fullest, no matter what that is, because one day it will be our last time to live that life. We don't see that. That's the fear of the unknown. And you never know who's around you that may not be around for so long. So you can't take that for granted. You can't take those people you love and care about for granted. You have to really like love on them, because we all could just end up not here for any mysterious reason. And then it's nothing you could say or do. I believe that we all have an expiration date for everybody.
Everybody.
We don't know that. We know we were born, and even that is etchy. You may think you're born on this day, you may come another day, a week before, or a week after. But when it's time to leave the earth, we don't get to choose that. We just get to witness the pain of it, of the departure, whether that's violence, whether that's through sickness, whether that's through whatever it is that thing. That's your thing, and it's nothing you could do about it. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how many people you got backing you. I don't care where you live. I don't care how much diamonds you got on. None of that matters when your expiration date is here. You could do nothing but grieve, cry, and take that in. And that's something that we don't know. That's the scariest part about living. We don't endure that. But one day we all may not be here. And we all are going to the same place. No matter how pretty you look, it's just a fact. And we don't live in the moment that it's a scary thing. You know, because we don't know. If you knew, you know, like, oh, this person is such and such time, I got more time to love on them. You don't know. Today may be the last day you may be able to love on somebody you love. But then that's within us, how we give that out. So you get to be safe with that. Oh, I was a great person, this person. I loved on them. I'm comfortable with that. I can't question or judge. Whatever the case may be, no matter how violent it is, no matter the tragedy of what it is, it's a time for us all. Maybe you have 17 years of life or 71 years of life. Maybe you have 3 years of life. You could be 3 years old and somebody's kid is gone, or you could be 30 years old and people are always screaming, oh, you're this, your age and it's old, whatever. Some of y'all not gonna make it to 30. You're not gonna make it to 40. You're not gonna make it to 50. So the getting old, whatever, you wanna be able to get older.
Yes.
You wanna be happier for that, because when you look around now, come on, like people are just leaving here like 40 years old, like 30-something years old, 34 with disease, cancer, which is that's the worst thing I just think is created in the world.
Yes.
Like, I just don't really even and yeah, we are not here because of it. And then what? Like, how? You know, like, but then that's the time that you were given to be on this earth. So you better live the best of it. And I just could truly say, like, just from, like, Sugar, 17 years old, lived a life of 71 years of life.
Yes.
Her life is lived upon is more than the average person you know. Is that the time that you had to be here, you had to show me so much and be on this earth for that time. Because other than that, it doesn't resonate to me, your departure at such an early age. And we all say gone too soon. What is really gone too soon? Or is that really the time you had to be here? That's like a child not being here and being here for 2 years. And is it right for them to go, or somebody lose their child at 2 or 3 years old? No. But was it a time given for them? It's hurtful in all ways of seeing it, but it's what it is. And it's, are you ready? Because that's the real key. It's not about what happened. Are you ready when it comes to your front door? Okay, let me just wipe my eyes and just take a
let's
let's
shot o'clock.
Yes, we need shot o'clock right now.
Let's just change the whole subject.
Situation before, we were just on a different type of vibe, and
is we talking about French? Because I want to get to him.
we're not definitely talking about French,
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah, let's get to him. But we're not talking about him.
Okay,
But
okay.
I've been in a situation where the relationship was. I feel like as women, we always give more. We if it's something you want to do and you like, you're gonna always validate your set. You're gonna let it be known, like, I'm Caresha. Now, in this relationship with me, I felt like that. It was being like, everything you want, the world is yours vibe. And he had a lot of stuff going on outside of that. But I knew that. And it had nothing to do with me. And I was okay with that. I was young, I didn't care. I was living my best life. I was having fun. You're not in jail. You're not chained down. Nobody owns you. Live your best life.
Yes.
Okay? You only get one chance to live it up. Why not? That's the life I lived. We had this understanding. So you're a grown man, grown man.
Yeah, in the situation I am now. Like,
Okay, well,
it's
you're a grown
understanding.
man. When you're a grown man, you call the shots, you feel whatever. If you're a woman, you young, you pick and choose what you want to deal with and how you want to deal with it. Nobody could ever play you. Only you could play you. You never gonna get played. First of all, you born and raised in the county of Dade. Let's start with that. So guess what? How you handle your situation is how you handle your situation. Don't worry about what else is going on around there, because that got nothing to do with you. You're not them. You do what you need to do for you. So I've done that. Now, when I became in a relationship,
yes.
and it was infidelity. This was, I'm living with you, we're about to get married. This is a whole different vibe. You cheated. I found out. So this is the hardest thing for me to deal with. I knew you cheated. I waited 4 months before I told you cheated. I knew 4 months. People don't know how to hold that kind of trauma.
Yes.
Because I'm ready to tear up the house, like burn it down, like just wild out. But I had to think for real. Okay, in a situation like this, what do you do? When you find out somebody that you love, it's your man, my man, and they're cheating. If I tell you I found out what you did right now, everything ends. Am I ready to end it? I'm not ready to end it. So I gotta do what's best for me. I gotta play these cards the right way. If I blurt it out now, we're gonna get into it, but it's gonna, either way it goes bad. So I waited for 4 months. I sat there, I was not happy. I was just trying to be the best person I could be, because again, this is a professional man, and you're a man that has kids and everything. I didn't have kids, so I always want to be the person that's given the benefit of the doubt and being the great person, and don't get projected over this persona, the bad with Katrina.
Right.
And so I had to understand my feelings. At this point, I'm hurt. I'm like thinking, this person I'm about to marry, I'm having a child for. I was in a very, just a space. And how do I say I know that you're cheating without it being over, and I'm not ready for it to be over? And once I waited, whatever, and when it hit the fan, it blew up. And that's what happens, like a resentment thing. It blew up because you're holding in all the stuff you feel. You're holding up your madness. You're building up how intense this situation is. And it was a disaster for me. I was hurt. I was broken. Like, I felt like everything had just failed. I went through it, but you know, maybe people didn't see that because I held it up, but I was going through it. But I had to make a wise decision. Do you go through it and go crazy and say what you gotta feel now when you end this now and you're not ready to end it? Or do you give yourself time? Because when you know when you're gonna leave, you're not coming back. And that's what I had to do. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do when it comes to a relationship. But again, only reason I decided to leave is because infidelity when it comes to these guys, what's infidelity? A guy that's not gonna be faithful? How many of them are faithful? We talking about a man's world here. Let's be very clear. For people that want to get it twisted and feel like, oh, he got
that like
stop.
They got temptation. They see women every day. They do
it's a bad somebody that's better, prettier, younger, older, whatever, every single day. It's about what you bring to the table. What you give, the energy that you give. Nobody can replace that. I don't care what she doing over here. I don't care what she doing. I'm not gonna give the vibe that Caresha's giving in 305. Let's be very clear, okay? So don't ever get that twisted. Let's be very clear. Don't get that twisted. And you can't control what a man's gonna do. Don't even ever try to fix yourself to do that. Let them do what they gonna do, so you could actually see what they wanna do. And that's just the end of that. And whatever it's gonna be, long as you know you providing the vibe that you provide, they gonna always come back. If they ain't come back,
it's hard to find another vibe.
It ain't no other vibe. Just believe that. It's not another vibe. And if they ain't provided, it's hard to find that vibe. So once you know you put that out there, you already know what it's gonna be. Whatever the story gonna be, they coming back for whatever reason they coming back for. It's up to you whether you decide, I'm dealing with you because we're on this vibe. We on whatever we on this kind of time. If you gonna do your thing and do X, Y, Z, whatever, I'm not. That's on you. Yeah. Bring it, all that. I need all that first. Sex is like, it's me. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do
what it do.
I'm gonna do everything that it do. I'm gonna ride it, climb it, all that, back up on it, drop it down low, look back at it. But I'm gonna need to get that head. I'm not. And now when I say head, let's be very clear. Men, head is not like just licking on you, and that's not head. Head is like not stopping till you have an orgasm. Head is like not stopping till the legs is shaking and you can't move no more. That's head. Not just, because I did it and you ready to start having sex. That's not head. Let's stop that.
Yes.
Let's stop faking and acting like we're getting so pleasured and pleased off of that, because we're not. Because then you want more. Like, if you're not fully gonna go there and give the head until a woman have an orgasm, don't do it. Because you wasting time.
Stop licking.
The licking is making it just extra wet and making a mess like a little cow. Now stop. Get on this thing and do what you gotta do. Like, put them out. Like, let's get into that. It's definitely head. I need head first. I need to come first. And then I need head again, and then I need, and wake up and I need more head, let's talk about the head. It's crazy.
Okay, spit or swallow?
Both, spit and swallow. To massage, lick, and suck, okay? It wasn't industry. I learned that from Missy. Not even the music side. Once the music, we talked about music, but what Missy taught me was more so about like making sure your money was good. Like, she's a different kind of person when it comes to like what she knows in industry. And I didn't really get it. I mean, I'm new, I'm young. I'm like, I ain't even really thinking about that. Everything's straight. We making money. We out here. We vibe. We selling records. We doing shows. But it was bigger than that for her. Like, you know. And Missy's like the only person I've ever known as an artist that never have their records leaked. They never have issues. It's the way she move her set. And I just learned that, like, from her. You know, when you just knew when you young and you just don't know no better and you just think everything's a party. It is a party. Industry for us on our business side, I learned from Missy. She's one of them people that was like, I don't have the budget like Beyonce. I don't have the Mariah Carey budget. I don't have this, but I'm gonna make it work for you. I'm gonna make it work for your label. Don't worry about it. XYZ. The label was, we don't got a budget for no Missy Elliott. And I'm like, you gotta find the budget. Videos is $1 million. They went through all of that, and I grew a lot just from that. Always be in a room with somebody that got more than you.
Yes.
Always. That's how you excel. That's how you learn. That's how you stay into this game. If you the biggest person in the room, you gotta get in another room. Okay, so in my era, I'm the biggest in the room. I gotta get in another room that's bigger than me. That's how I always look at it when it comes to women that's above and of power. I always wanna be around somebody that is getting more than me. Did you get this? How the hell did you make $3 million in a year? I wanna be in the room with you. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at her. Like, that's what I look at Missy as.
Okay. I feel that.
God pees on you? Pee on you everywhere? You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak. Freak of the week, huh? So you say take a shot. You say take a shot? Oh, we need a shot.
I take a shot.
You like go to the shower?
I do.
But like peeing on you?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just do something.
I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, one more thing. I need something a little less. Right? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never had a golden shower.
I did.
Did you? I've never had a golden shower. Like, I've given one. Oh, is that the same thing as squirting or?
Yeah, they say that. I don't know, but I don't had to go to the shower and I like it.
I give them golden shower. But I've never experienced that. I'm all about trying new things though. Golden shower.
It's fun.
Yeah?
Like, you know when you